Hello everyone, this is the Triple Cross aka Agbe Banipao, and this video I would like to look at another example of the reincarnation trap by using a video made by, let's look at the screen, 1 second, video made by Jeff Myra podcast. That's Jeff as in Jeff, capital Mara, and then podcast, Podcast. Okay, so this video is it's titled, sure, bring it closer to the screen. The title of the video is Are All Near Death Experiences Staged? Hoaxes by Dark Entities? That's the question. So we're going to look at the reincarnation trap, and hence you have your answer. The vast majority are staged and manipulated. The reincarnation is a trap. There's no reason not to remember your past lives. There's no reason not to remember who you are, to have doubt about the light inside you. It's just all nonsense manipulation. Right. So the first the first part is going to be about, it says Pleiadians 20 minutes. Let's look at this section. We are source.
Spiritual books and so on for 30 and more years. I never heard of them. I heard for karma, I heard for karmic debts, and so on, yin yang, but I never heard for the organization. And there are some articles on internet, you can find them, describing the karmic board or karmic council, who are the operatives from the karmic organization. And in 2017, we started
All right, people, excuse me.
Introducing
there are sometimes interruptions here. Are you kidding me? I'm not starting this thing over. I'm just be patient with me for a second. It's going to work out here. I just need to unmute it.
Articles on internet, you can find them.
All right, let me go back a little bit.
And visited me and helped this karmic organization, or first that there is karmic organization. I'm reading spiritual books and so on for 30 and more years. I never heard of them. I heard for karma, I heard for karmic debts, and so on, yin yang, but I never heard for the organization. And there are some articles on internet, you can find them, describing the karmic board or karmic council, who are the operatives from the karmic organization. And in 2017, we started with wonders on the planet Palki. Planet Palki is...
Okay, so this is not exactly what I wanted to play, but it's on point here about the reincarnation trap. So it's definitely a fraud, manipulated. I was looking at the wrong part of my notes. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to 3 minutes and 40. So excuse me for what I said earlier about We Are Source, because that's another video. So let's go to 3 minutes. What is it? 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And this section specifically,
is physical body, they intercept him and they accompany him to the karmic center. The karmic
Karmic
center.
center.
There, they force him
So
to
when you
make
die, unless you know your rights, if you know your rights, it's automatic. You can protect yourself because you're all powerful. But most people want to keep calling to other deities and entities.
body, his physical body. They intercept him and they accompany him to the uh, uh, karmic center. The karmic center. There, they force him to make a live review. That means
Yeah, usually the life review is like manipulated or forced.
he reviews his just past life with a special technology like an iPad. It's very similar to iPad. Uh, that the length of this review depends on the years of the
All right, I'm gonna move forward here. Our awareness. Let's look at how we've been toyed with in terms of our awareness. That's 40 minutes and 30 seconds.
person like they did it to us, and they have also limited.
Again? What's up with this?
Hi, we are Woodger.
Okay.
Our awareness.
All right, I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Sick and we live in pain and so on. That is not natural. And, that is all a big. That is a violent thing to do to limit another person.
Okay, he was talking about his hair, and let's go back a little bit.
We have, as we can see, very limited abilities. We are also physically debilitated. I wear glasses without hair and so on. And, we are getting sick and we live in pain and so on.
The signs
That
are
is
there.
not natural. And, that is all a big. That is a violent thing to do to limit another person like they did it to us. And they have also limited our awareness to the just narrow attention. You all know the term monkey mind,
Monkey
jumping from
mind.
the branch to branch, meaning jumping from the object to object. And we are so occupied with this fighting for the survival and using being.
All right, so we've been limited to the very minute. We don't use 10% of our brain. If anything, we use less than 1%. Let's move on. 51 minutes. Okay, so now the last part, I guess, talks about the problem, the weaponization of our language, and how we should really pay attention to the words that we employ, the words that we use, because that has an effect on our overall health, mental health, and triggers down to our physical health. So 51 minutes and about 50 seconds. Let's see. All right, let's listen.
Problem. Instead of problem, you say errand.
Okay, all right, it's a little too far. Let's go back a little bit.
They open one eye to see how long it has already passed.
All right, I'll just let it play.
That's not personal development. That's just pretending and nothing else. And these exercises are in fact a whole new way of life. One of the advanced approaches is, for example, how to get rid of all the problems you have. Very simple. You stop using the word problem. Instead of problem, you say errand. And when you say a problem, I have a problem, your energy body, your physical body prepares for the problems, for the problem. It will be something unpleasant, it will be something complicated. Usually it will cost you a lot and so on. But when you say, I have an errand, you stay completely calm and you just do what you have to do in any other errand. You do A, B, C, and that's it. But when you have a problem, as the song goes, you have two problems. You have a problem and another problem with the problem. And even when you are done with the problem, you can stay hours and days in that feeling with the after problem effect. But when you stop you use the word
Okay, so um, I take self improvement very seriously, and I look at everything here for myself here, my personal, my emotions, my past experiences. So I tell you, this guy, in terms of talking about how to shift your consciousness slightly at the micro level, is dead on. Because I felt it. I haven't fasted in a while, so this is day 2, and I'll be chewing food today. Because I was fasting, I knew immediately it was like a truth serum. I knew immediately that he was telling the truth. It was dead on. So our languages on Earth, which really isn't ours to begin with, it's extraterrestrial who mess with our DNA, and some people don't want us to, to accept that or to believe that. But hey, people, it's actually true. Uh, these are the ones who have created a language of pain. So at some level, we don't register. It doesn't register to us that when we speak, the words we use, like I have a problem, like it has like a tiny micro effect because it doesn't hurt us tightly, strongly. We don't think much of it, but it has an effect. And you imagine a lifetime of such effect, it's bound to have an effect as time passes. So I felt that deeply, and so I, watching this video, would take that very seriously. The old me may not have caught it. I would have caught it at the mind level, but not at the heart level. At the heart level is when things change. So words are important. So cursing should only be used for descriptions. And if you make a mistake, you correct it. And that is pretty much all that I wanted to say, except that I don't fully trust this guy. I just wanted to use parts of the video uh, that he talked about. His tongue was like, coming out like a snake. People, good luck back to source consciousness. This is the Triple Cross Agwe Beni Pap.